Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the truth about Drunk Elephant. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, you do know that I love doing these types of videos from time to time where I share the truth about certain brands based on my own experiences, and I typically gather all this information once I've reviewed quite a few things from their brand. I also like to take a look at how the brand kind of promotes their image, deals with customers, things like that. So I always love keeping an eye out and reporting all of that stuff back to you guys so that we can all become better shoppers. Today's video is going to be the truth about Drunk Elephant because I do have quite a few things to share about this brand, some pros and some cons. This is one brand that is starting to kind of make me question or not if I want to support them, despite the fact that I've had some pretty good experiences. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the truth about Drunk Elephant. Now, first of all, I do want to talk about the pros of this brand because there are quite a few to mention, and I do think that this is something that within the industry as a whole right now, I think many more people are starting to pay attention to this, especially in skincare items. They do want to make sure that they are putting some effective skincare on their face, that they're getting results, especially for their luxury price tag. The first thing I want to talk about is the product consistency and quality. I have tried a number of products from them now, and I do have some here to show you. The first one is the TLC Glycolic Night Serum. This is a lovely one for doing a gentle exfoliation on the top layer of the skin overnight. I didn't find that my skin needed a learning curve with this whatsoever. It really took well to it, and I did feel like my skin was a little smoother the next day, and with continued use, I did feel like my skin was looking really nice and youthful. Now, this product has a blend of AHA and BHAs. It does have raspberry extract as well, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, I don't have a expertise in skincare myself. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician or someone that's had formal education in skincare. What I can share is the experience that I've had just from a consumer and whether or not I've seen any differences. And for this, I have seen some differences. I do feel like my skin looks smoother. It looks more glowy, I think, because the dead skin has just kind of fluffed off. It just helps to just really reduce the texture that's on my skin, and I've really enjoyed this. The other one that I've really been liking kind of for the day is the C-Firma Day Serum, and I've been testing this one out as well. This is also a lovely one. It is a vitamin C serum, and from all the vitamin C's that I've tried, this is definitely up there in effectiveness. It does definitely minimize some of the dark spots on my face. I do have some leftover hyperpigmentation from acne spots. This does a good job of just clearing it ever so slowly. It's not going to be a fix overnight by any means, but it is something that I'm seeing some gradual results with, so that's really good. It is a 15% L-absorbic acid, and then I was going to mention the baby facial is one that I have used up completely. That one just kind of took the resurfacing to a new level. It is a mask, so it's one that's not supposed to stay on the skin. It's about 15 minutes maximum, but it got my skin really stingy at first and tingly, and then it did gradually get used to it, but I only use that one just because of how potent it is once a week or so, maybe twice, but only if I'm using like a ton of makeup all those days, like heavy makeup, and I'm seeing a lot of texture. I do find their sunscreens pretty good. This is the one with the bronzer in it, and this is the one without. And I do think that this one is really nice because it's a physical sunscreen. It's the zinc oxide active ingredient, so it's not a chemical screen at all, which I do like. And that is something that I think is something that a lot of people are paying attention to now with sunscreens. There's a lot of chemical sunscreens, and there's been some link to some interesting studies of maybe how it's not the greatest for our skin at this point, but again, this is just like conjecture. Definitely do your own research and make sure that you're asking people that you trust, especially like doctors or people that are very formally trained in this matter, not just anybody. But with a physical sunscreen, you do get a white cast from time to time. This one I felt was the least amount of white cast I'd ever seen, which I did appreciate. The bronzer one is a nice one for if you want a bit of a tint. And the other two products that I did try were the Protini, which is this moisturizer. This is a travel one. I've gone through a full one, and I've really been enjoying that one just for keeping the hydration in, plumping up the skin, nice and moisturized. Really love this. I love the hygienic packaging of the full size as well. It's one that you push down and the lotion comes up through the hole at the middle. Then you have the Retinol Cream, which is one that you do need to ease into for sure. Just like the baby facial, do a tester on your skin. Make sure that it's not going to be too sensitive for you and it's not going to cause a reaction or an allergic reaction. But this is something too that you need to really ease in as well, but one that I have found to be very effective. This is also a 1% retinol, which is a higher percentage of retinol that I have seen over the counter. I know that you can get higher ones, but you would need a prescription for that. So for the product's consistency and effectiveness, there really hasn't been a dud that I have tried yet. I mean, I haven't tried the whole line, granted. I know there's some other products that are in the line, like the eye serum. There's a Juju bar or Jojo bar. I don't know how to say that, but there's some bars of soap, and there's other things that I haven't tried, but so far so good with the line. It is a huge pro that these things tend to really yield results because of the fact that they're super expensive. The next strength of this brand is product composition, and this is because they are made very, very well when it comes to ingredients. They are cruelty-free, they are fragrance-free, they're non-toxic as well. The owner of Drunk Elephant does say that there are synthetic and natural components, but they're all non-toxic, so that's a good sign. There's also no essential oils in it, which I do know that there's a lot of people that react to that or have a hard time with essential oils on their skin, so that is also a huge plus. When you do invest in their skincare line, I do feel like for the most part you're going to get an effective result, something that you actually see visible results on the skin for, which I really appreciate. But now we're going to get into the ugly part of their brand and why I am a little bit contemplative in the future when it comes to supporting them. We do have a lot of skincare options now on the market, so this is something that I feel like brands need to be incredibly careful about. The consumer has choice, and this is something that for a brand, you need to maintain the utmost integrity and be able to be respectful, thank your customers, believe your customers, and have incredible customer service at a level that is exceptional, because at this point, brands cannot afford to slip up in this. Drunk Elephant has been caught with slipping up in this matter. Their brand presence online has definitely been called into question. I have personally seen the brand treat other people on Instagram very poorly. They'll comment back on certain comments saying that it must be the user of that product and not that the product didn't work for that person, but that that person must be stupid or dumb or not using it correctly or something like that. Like, they are calling out their customers as incompetent at times, stupid at times. It's really, really inappropriate. There's also some big skincare influencers in the game that have been treated very poorly from them. I did see a video all about this from another channel. His name is Skincare with Hyram. He is a very pleasant, loving guy. I actually don't know him personally, but I did watch the video and I was very, very shocked at how Drunk Elephant treated the skincare influencer, Caroline, I believe her name is. She is massive, you guys. She's incredibly knowledgeable, and the fact that she was treated so poorly from this brand is just atrocious. If I do get, let's say, a bad batch of a serum or a product, and I go to them and say, listen, I would like a refund or an exchange because this is obviously not the same product it was, or if I'm a new customer and I have an allergic reaction, I should feel confident that they're going to fulfill my need, because I'm the customer at the end of the day. I'm going to be either giving you my repeat business, or I'm going to be talking very well about your product and maybe getting my friends and family to purchase the product. Like, don't treat people like that. And that is what they've been caught doing multiple times online, which has got me very, very concerned as to how they, moving forward as a brand, want to conduct their business. Other things that they have been caught doing is removing people from PR lists when they are not necessarily bragging about their product or speaking highly of their product. If there is an allergic reaction involved or one product happened to be a miss for someone, they just boot people right away, which to me is like, okay, do you want actual honest feedback about your brand, or do you want people to just sing your praises even if it doesn't work and it's false advertising? We've already seen claims from other skincare companies like Sunday Riley who have been found guilty of falsifying reviews about their products. We certainly don't want other brands to do the same, because this is something that is incredibly important. When I'm shopping online and I want to see if something is relatively going to work, I rely on those reviews to be accurate and honest. And if they're fabricated in any way, you're really losing the trust of the consumer. They've also been caught deleting comments about feedback on their Instagram, saying that something isn't working for someone, and they just delete it because, okay, this person clearly doesn't matter, which in reality, yes, they absolutely do. And they also throw shade at other people, like with the thing with Caroline. I do encourage you guys to go watch his video. I will link his video in the description box where it talks about Caroline's experience, but Caroline was very much shaded by this brand because she had some valuable feedback that they didn't want to take to heart. Why wouldn't a brand want to improve? This is absolutely mind-boggling. In my opinion, our dollars do speak for the support that we give. So when I think about repurchasing stuff from Drunk Elephant, I'm really hoping that they're going to shape up and realize this is a mistake and that they're just going to improve their customer service drastically. As much as I enjoy their products and as much effectiveness as I do get from using them, do I want to continue throwing my dollars at somebody that treats their customers like crap? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Do check out Skincare with Hyram and his channel. It is incredibly informative. I do learn a lot from him as well. And until my next one, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us.